If you're moving to the Boston area and looking for places to live, you probably saw the eye-catching word Harvard and glanced at Harvard Square. As the name implies, Harvard Square sits right next to the famous university, but you don't have to be a student to live in and enjoy this wonderful neighborhood. According to the data, it appears many viewers of this channel are transplants to the Boston area. If you fall into this category, the good news for you is that Harvard Square is very transplant friendly. The area's population is more than undergraduate students. There are families, workers at nearby tech companies, and grad school students. And as you would expect, a large proportion of these individuals move to the area for these activities, which makes Harvard Square very popular to new folks in Boston. Living in Harvard Square provides no shortage of dining and drinking options. Obviously, you've got bars catered to students. I recommend Grendel's Den, but you'll also find options that are more catered to young professionals. As a Texan, I approve of Felipe's Taqueria. It definitely helps me get my Mexican food fix. I'll let you explore the area more on your own because you'll have to find what you're craving, but I can just about guarantee you'll find it in this area. The activities that Harvard Square provides don't stop with the food and drink options. The university regularly hosts fun events for the public and has mainstays like the Harvard Art Museum. Keep your eyes peeled for activities being hosted by local establishments so you can enjoy what the community has to offer. Harvard Square also provides easy access to lots of green space. The Cambridge Common sits in the heart of the square, and this is a good-sized green space for the area. Just a few blocks away is the JFK Memorial Park, which gives you easy access to the Charles River and the trails that run along it. River access is critical if you want to go on long bike rides and runs, as this provides a scenic ride or run, as well as miles of uninterrupted trails. A massive pro of living in Harvard Square is the easy access to public transportation. Harvard Square sits right on the Red Line of the T, aka the Boston area subway system. While the Red Line has had some problems lately, it can still get you to where you need to go in the area and makes it possible to live here without needing to own a car. This T-stop is 2 stops from Kendall Square for those watching this video who are moving here to work at big tech or biotech in the Cambridge area. Like every neighborhood in every city, there are some cons to living in Harvard Square. First, Harvard Square has a high cost of living. While cost of living is really a problem everywhere in the Boston area, the Harvard Square area is higher than that average. With all of the amenities it has to offer and the fact that it's just a nice place to live, it costs more money to live here than other neighborhoods in the city. If you really do want to live here, build your budget wisely. Second, if you do choose to be reliant on a car, the traffic in Harvard Square can get pretty congested. This area is a popular tourist destination, and when you combine that with the activities that are always happening at the university, you get a square that also has higher than normal traffic, even by Cambridge or Boston standards. The good news is that I think you could get around Harvard Square without a car, although if that were the case, I would recommend your daily commute is either within walking distance or on the Red Line. Third, if keeping a car, parking can also be difficult. The good news is that street parking is free for residents of Cambridge, but this does not guarantee you a spot. You might end up parking blocks away from your home. You could look at options for paying for a specific parking spot, but this will add to your monthly budget. Fourth, I mentioned this a bit before, but Harvard Square attracts a ton of tourists. It naturally has a lot of students, so while the area has a lot to do, depending on the time of year, you might be competing with either of these groups of people when trying to get into your favorite restaurant or bar. So while the students leaving for the summer does help with congestion, this decrease is balanced out by the increase in summer tourists. At least you won't have hardly any lines during Christmas break. So here are the median rents in Harvard Square. A studio will cost you about $2,400 per month. A 1-bedroom apartment will cost you about $3,200 per month. A 2-bedroom apartment will cost you about $4,000 a month. And I left 3-bedroom averages off of the slideshow because the sample size I obtained was too small to put down one accurate number. So do your own research if you're looking for a 3-bedroom or greater apartment in Harvard Square. Keep in mind that these are median rents for the whole neighborhood. The exact amount of rent really does vary based on where in Harvard Square you plan to be living and what type of housing options are of interest to you. Also, and I say this in every video, but rent prices in the Boston area can vary wildly based on factors such as time of year. So just do your own research as you move here. So this concludes my very brief overview of living in Harvard Square. Please let me know in the comments if I missed any important aspects of living in this area. Please like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to see similar videos.